welcome to Nonstopnoobph. This is Sarah Pichal, and we are here once again in another Mtgo Pauper Playtest, exclusively here on Nonstopnoobph. So for today, we're gonna try and playtest one deck that I have been working on for quite some time now. It is the TRON CASCADE slimes. Okay, as you can see, the TRON CASCADE's slimes is like the same Cascade deck that we had before, only now we are using the TRON lands right here, and we recently acquired a new land from the OTJ set. This is the Conduit Pylons. The Conduit Pylons is like the Crystal Grotto, only that it can surveil one instead of just scrying one for us. So we can surveil and we can throw the slimes to the graveyard. So we'll just have to form the TRON lands early in the game and cast the Cascade spells, or even do an early casting or multiple casting of the Slime Against Humanity card. So we have our land fixers, the crop rotation, and expedition map. Also we have the library fixer, which is the Candy Trail. We also have here one piece of Pulse of Marasa, so that if we eventually get our lands to the graveyard, you can at least get it back along with of course features, because the meta right now has a lot of removals. So yeah, we have one mountain and two forest creatures that are very, very valuable for the Cascade component. We have the Boarding Party, the Annoyed Altisaur, and the Maelstrom Colossus. Of course, from the big Tron, we have the Boulder Branch Golem. And also for land search, we have a Generous Ant, so that we can look for a forest. Okay, so without further ado, we'll try and battle it out with some okay, so here we go. So we have an OOZE power plant, an OOZE tower, and an expedition map. So I think this is a good hand, so we're gonna keep it. Let's keep the hand. Lowering the music for okay, so this is a black Dragon Gate. We'll play the power plant first and the expedition map, and we'll crack it in the end of the second turn of the opponent. Oh, so this is a black gates deck. Okay. Another OOZE tower comes out. We will play the first OOZE tower and we'll pass the turn. We'll crack the expedition map and search for the mine after the turn. Okay, so this is a dredge deck, I guess, or no? Because it has one. No, I think it's an OOZE gauge deck with meal strategy in it. Wow, this is the first time I saw that. Okay, the attack from the Mire Triton. It's a Death Touch 2/1 creature with a meal component in it. Okay, so let's not forget to crack our map. Let's look for the mine. Let's not misclick that. Another OOZE tower comes out. So we have 7 open mana here, but we cannot cast anything because we don't have a green mana yet on the battlefield. So we'll just pass the turn. So we'll just wait patiently as he attacks us ardently with the creatures that he has. So there's a laughter here. Oh yes, those are sound effects. Oh yeah, okay. That's very good. We have sound effects. Please forgive me if I play with the sound effects often, especially when I am bored with the opponent. Okay, so we're not gonna do anything in our end turn with lots of mana, but we are gonna put a huge creature in the battlefield on the next turn. Probably the annoyed Altisaur right away. So are you gonna pass your turn? Are you gonna play something still? Okay, it's another expedition map, which we do not need anymore. Okay, let's tap. Oh, so we cannot cast the annoyed Altisaur yet. What can we do here? We can cast a Slime against humanity now. Okay, so we have a 2/2 creature on the field. And let's cast an expedition map. And let's crack that to search for the wooded ridge line. Okay, so I should have done the map first before playing the forest. That's a misplay right there. Thank you. Okay, so he's gonna attack again. I think we're compelled to block already. An heroic creature. Whenever you cast a spell that targets. Okay, so it's like a heroic band deck right here with the Basilisk Gate. We had an early Tron, but we're having problems getting the lands that we need. And eventually I made a misplay with playing a land. But it's okay. This is just a playtest. It is a playtest. So another Wayfinder comes in. A Sentinel's Eyes will target the Tetmos guy right there, the priest guy. So it's a 3/4 with summoning sickness, so it's not gonna attack yet. I think the Tritons are gonna attack. Yes, they did. I should... maybe I should block one of them. The one closest to me. Yeah. So we've already bonded. So that's it. Sorry for that. Okay. So again, I am flooded with lots of lands in my hand and have nothing to cast. And he has a stop and his upkeep, and we're still waiting for him to pass the priority to us. Okay, so it's another boarding party. I think we need to cast another slime against humanity first, so that we'll have a blocker. But the 3/4 creature that is vigilant right there, yeah, we have a blocker. And after this, we can cast the Annoyed Altisaur. But he has a Death Touch, so I guess I'm gonna block the Death Touch creature first. Okay, target creature gets +1/+2 until end of turn. And the Thrill of the Hunt has Flashback. So he's gonna cast it again during his turn. Okay, so I think he will pump the Basilisk Gate. Return target creature card when mail 2 or to the graveyard to the battlefield. So I have a blocker. No! He pumps the Volt Scourge. Yes. The Volt Scourge. So he will gain life out of it. So he doesn't want to attack with the Vigilant. No, he will attack. I'm gonna take 5 from the Flying Lifelink creature, and it's my blocking phase, so I'm gonna block. Okay. So he's probably thinking, oh, he has a lot of mana, but he has only one creature in the battlefield. And I will pass a turn. So what I will do now, yes, the Boulder Branch Golem comes out to the rescue. So we're gonna cast that first. 7 mana, so I don't have any more. Yeah, I need to gain life first. Cast it. Gain life first before anything else. That's what you should remember, kids. So yeah, I have 5 more mana here. No, but it won't fit for the boarding party. So I hope we endure as much damage as we can, so that we can start casting the huge creatures come next turn. Right? Right. Okay, so the Thrill of the Hunt comes in again, targeting the Vigilant Heroic creature. So it's a 4/6 creature now. Another Thrill of the Hunt. So I think I'm gonna sacrifice the Boulder Branch Golem to block that 5/8 creature right there. He has a lot of creatures. A breath weapon would be very, very good. Oh, there's a 6/6 creature now, so it's still a flying creature. So he just returned the creatures from the graveyard to the battlefield with the heroic. Okay, I'm very confused now. So he's gonna attack with all the creatures that he has, along with the death touch creature, so it's lethal. So it's 11-11. Okay, so I guess we can block one, but we are dead already. Okay, so we're gonna concede the game. Let's go to the sideboard. So what are we gonna board out? I think I can put in 3 of this. So first blast. This can deal 3 damage. Candy Trails. I'm not a huge fan of those right now. A Slime Against Humanity. Also, so that's 6. 6 counts. Relic of Progenitus could have been viable, but right now I'm just trying to build around what we can do if we have lots of mana already. That misplay was really a huge deterrent to our winning strategy. Okay, we have another 2 OOZE lands, so we're gonna keep this again, and we have crop rotation as well. So you have a fixer in Chromatic Star. I hope he doesn't get as much creatures as he did early in the first game. Okay, so that's a gate. So I am gonna cast an OOZE Tower first, pass a turn, and crack it during my turn. So what can we do with the crop rotation? Later, if we have an extra land, we can just destroy it or sacrifice it in exchange for another. A Conduit Pylons would have been very, very useful right now. Oh, I didn't crack the land! What did I do? I forgot to crack the land. But it's okay, we're just gonna cast a Chromatic Star maybe. Nope, just gonna pass the turn. Yeah, just gonna no. Okay. A Chromatic Star will do. Then let's cast the boarding party next turn. I keep forgetting the end turn. What's wrong with me? Yeah, I know. It's very disappointing. But it's okay. It's all forgiven because this is just a playtest. Okay, so we have a generous Ent. It's very generous because it can give us a land. So right now, I'm gonna crack one of this using an OOZE Tower. Yeah, if my computations are correct. An OOZE Tower. Change 1 to red, and we're gonna go and draw a card. Okay, so we have a Pulse of Marasa. We can sacrifice a land and we can get it again. So we're gonna tap 6 colorless and cast the boarding party. Very difficult that you have to click this. And the remaining mana will be used to... Okay, so a Slime Against Humanity is cascaded to the battlefield. Now we're talking. And the generous Ent will go for recycling for a Wooded Ridgeline. Yes, that's a very good sequence right there. And we have a 6/3 creature that's going to attack. And this will be blocked by the Trident. It's okay. Okay, so you have to block because you're death touch, right? Yeah. Yeah, you're very brave because you have death touch. And the 6/3 is a measly 6/3 creature to you. Okay, so he's left with 2 lands only. But he will mill a card. No, mill 4 cards. And he eventually got the Manor Gate there. So if this creature dies, he will return the land to his hand. You can play it later. So now we don't have any land yet. But we are gonna play another boarding party. And yes, we're gonna cast that again. So it's working. It's kind of working now. So this guy will die. He will fetch a land from the graveyard in exchange for the life of the land druid. Okay, so you just get the land. What did he get? Basilisk. So I still have 2. No, we shouldn't do that. I am compelled to look for a land. But it's okay. We're not gonna do it. We can though, because we have a Pulse of Marasa. It's a very greedy play, and we have 3 creatures in the battlefield already. And we can cast another Slime Against Humanity, which will become a 4/4. Now an Unearth. Unearthing the Tetmos. Heroic guy. The brave guy. Okay, so it's an instant. Okay, so we have a OOZE power plant right now. This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna cast the Slime Against Humanity first. And we're gonna attack with the 3 creatures that we have. This guy will die eventually. He will pay a cost. Okay, so target creature gets +1/+2. Okay. So, and he will return the land druid because of the ability. So he's probably gonna kill the Cascade creature. So it will return to the battlefield. Yes. So he will kill the 3/3 creature. Okay, so it's okay. He killed the 3/3 and the land druid will return. Okay, that's a good strategy for him. So we're gonna cast the Chromatic Star. And we are gonna get a green out of it. We're gonna do a crop rotation targeting sacrificing an OOZE power plant. I'm gonna get that Conduit Pylons, which will be played now. Oh! This is an interesting. Are we gonna keep it on top of the library? Yes, we will. Oh! So I get a Maelstrom Colossus out of the draw. I still have mana, so I can return an OOZE power plant again. So yeah, we're gonna do that. A green, fixing it. So we have 1 green. We're gonna do Pulse of Marasa. I am a bit of confused. Oh yeah, I think we're gonna have to return the land instead because we need that later when we cast the Colossus. I think we have enough creatures already. So that's just a 2/3. So if I cast the Sulphurous something, it will affect this guy. and this guy as well. But it's okay. It's a good trade. And it's 3 damage to him. So it's Homestead. We'll put a 1/1 counter. Okay, so that's a problem for us because this cannot be reached by the Sulfur something. Okay, so I'm gonna close the graveyard. The Circle of the Land again returns. This is a very good combo, actually. He just mills all the creature and returns what he wants. But if, you know, he's very lucky because I don't have a removal, spot removal in my hands and in the deck. So is he gonna attack? Probably not. And he doesn't want this creature. Okay, so I think I'm just gonna save this for now. 8 mana. 8 mana. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And a colorless mana here. For the 8 Maelstrom Colossus. Yeah, so I hope we get a dinosaur. Oh, it's a Boulder Branch Golem. Not bad at all. So we have a Boulder Branch gaining a 6 life again. So I think we're in a very good spot. We're just gonna attack right here. And he is gonna block again with that druid creature to the haste that creature that we have, and he's gonna try and kill this one. Oh, so he has a Death Touch creature now. Brought in a Death Touch creature. I should have had a removal spell. This became a very interesting match after all. Both are brew decks, so both are non-meta decks, and the Tetmos High Priest is doing very well on his side. It's the first time I saw this card being played here. And it's doing very well. So he didn't kill the... Oh, he will. He blocked with 2 creatures. Okay, so both creatures will die. And it's okay. So we're spending a lot of time commenting on his deck. And we haven't noticed that we're down to 12 minutes only remaining in our game. But it's okay. Again, everything is forgiven because this is just a playtest. This is just to test how the build of the Slime Tron will be. Okay, so this has Infect and it's 6/6. And it's outrageous that he has a sudden Infect creature in the battlefield. And yes, I am compelled to do the Sulfur's Blast in the next turn. It will deal 3 damage to each creature. So I have 6 Infect damage already. It's very lucky that I don't have... Okay, so the problem with the deck is that we don't have any draw engine. Okay, so is he gonna block again with that flashback stuff right there? It's very annoying that he keeps returning, I know, creatures. from the graveyard, but that's his strategy. So before his blocking phase, I need to okay, so do I get priority now? So since I have priority now, I can do this and do Sulfurous Blast to everyone, so that he'll be forced to block the 7/7 creature. And because he's tapped out already, so he just lets the 7/7 creature. Yeah. I'm just gonna play the Urza's Tower. I am flooded with towers and power plants right now, along with the crop rotation. That's a dead card in my hand. Another Tetmos High Priest. Okay, so a Masked Vandal comes in. This will kill the Boulder Branch Golem. I should have just, took the boarding party instead of the tower earlier. But again, everything is forgiven. Yeah, because it's just a play test. And it's okay. So I hope we get something. Yeah, we got a boarding party here. Okay, so +5. Yeah, this is a good computation of math. Okay, Slime against Humanity again. So it's a 5/5 already. With the boarding party, and he has another infect creature in the battlefield. So I guess we're gonna be done for on his next turn because we have no blockers for that. It's very difficult to fight against a deck that you don't really know, and he is probably familiar with the big Tron, so he knows how to counter the deck that we have. So yeah, we're just gonna concede the game. Thank you for Nido92 for winning the match. You caught us blind-handed. So we're gonna create another match. Okay, we're still waiting for somebody to accept the invitation. Okay, once again, thank you for watching Nonstopnoobph. We will be covering a lot of brew decks that me and my friends here in the Philippines have been planning to do when the MH3 set comes in this June, second week of June. So please watch out for those because we will be doing a lot of brews, because we believe that the meta will change a lot after the entry of the MH3 cards. Okay, so here we have Vuyam. Welcome Vuyam to our channel, and thank you for joining me. Okay, so we have a natural Tron already. Yes, thank you. Thanks. We are doing recording here. If it is okay with you. Okay. I hope it's okay with me. Okay, of course we're gonna keep this hand. We can fetch a land with a generous end. Alright, so there's no problem for YouTube. Nonstopnoobph. Okay, so he is a blue player. So we're gonna get a lot of counter spells. I hope he's not a Ponza player. Okay, so he's gonna follow the page he says, and I'm just gonna pass the turn. So thank you very much, Sir Vuyam, for helping us test this deck right here. I hope that it doesn't disappoint. Okay, so he has a tap land. Now for our second land, we can fetch a land on his end turn. Okay, a power plant again comes out. It's becoming to shape into a very, very good hand right here. On his end turn, we're gonna do a generous end. We should have played an expedition map, but it's okay. It's all forgiven. Yeah, because we're gonna play a generous end right here. We're gonna search for a forest. Okay, what did Rich Land will do? And he has 3 open mana, so I'm gonna play around with that. Where is this mana coming? Is he gonna counter the expedition map or no? If he doesn't, but I think I can do Boulder Branch Golem here. If he doesn't counter it, but I'm sure he will. And he didn't. Thank you very much for that. Not yet. No counters yet from the blue player. So this is a blue-red land. No, it's an island swamp. So it's a deep analysis. It's trying to search for the Tolarian terrors. Oh, and a snuff out comes in. That's 4 damage to him. So on the next turn, I am just gonna play a Wooded Ridge line. And I guess a Chromatic Star will do. I'm just gonna play another expedition map so that we shouldn't waste mana. Because wasting valuable resources is not allowed. Okay, another deep analysis for the flashback. He's trying to dig deeper into his library. And he didn't cast anything yet. This is a very tricky player right here. So I can cast. I can crack this one first and look for a forest. Forest first. Okay. Or should I buy? No, it's okay with the forest. And I will cast the Slime Against Humanity. It's a measly 2/2 creature. No harm done yet. For now. And I will cast another one. so that I can fill the graveyard with a sorcery spell. So that when they cascade later with the annoyed Altisaur, if I get to cast it. But it's okay, it's a cascade spell, so it's like a double spell. When you counter it, the other spell will resolve unless it is being countered as well. So he hasn't played any creature yet, but I'm sure he will. Okay, the Cryptic Serpent comes out of nowhere. Just like that, he has a Cryptic 6/5 creature in the battlefield. Okay, so we have a Maelstrom Colossus here. This is very counterable. Are we gonna use the annoyed Altisaur already? I guess so. Let's use the Altisaur first. Yes. Is it gonna... Oh my god, the candy trail out of the Altisaur. How lucky can you get? Of course, it's gonna counter the annoyed Altisaur. Counter spell on the candy trail. Oh, so the Altisaur resolves. Okay. So I'm not gonna attack. I'm just gonna pass the turn. So he doesn't want me to see the cards that are in the library. So he countered the candy trail. Is he gonna attack? He is gonna attack. He is gonna attack. I'm gonna block. Am I gonna block? I should block. I should block. Okay. So he put a lifelink in it. Very wise. That is a very, very wise pick. Oh no! The serpents are out! I only have one dinosaur on the battlefield. But it's okay. I'm gonna cast a Boulder Branch Golem and a Maelstrom Colossus. But let's do a Maelstrom Colossus first. I think that's a better choice. Do you think so? I think so too. So that's 5, 6. Maelstrom Colossus will cascade what? A boarding party! Yeah, now we're talking. Huge creatures on the battlefield. Cascading. An expedition. So it's okay. We're gonna look for a tower. Okay, so I guess I'm gonna attack. Okay, so I'm back. So sorry, somebody called at my phone. So I had to answer it first. So he snuffed out our huge creature again. So he can attack with 7. A lot of removals. Scroll from the cellar will return 1 creature to his hand and cast it again. Okay. So I bet he has an upper hand here. Although we had the opportunity to cast a lot of creatures already. He was able to control all of them because he has removals, in which we doesn't have any, and we keep getting expedition maps. So I think we're gonna make use of this already. Okay, one of that, so that we can draw something. Not a land. Okay. So we got Slime Against Humanity, so that's okay. So we have 2 mana already. We're gonna cast a Boulder Branch Golem. I'm sure he's gonna counter this. No, he didn't. So we're back to 25. We have more mana here. So it's a 5/5 creature. It can defend against the Cryptic Serpent. Now this guy can kill the Cryptic Serpent as well, but he has a cast down. This is gonna kill the huge creature that we have. So, yeah. I am not a psychic, but I do know what he has on his hand. That's a good thing about knowing the meta very well. So he still has a 7/6 creature, and he casts another Tolarian Terror. I guess we're done for right here. Another Slime Against Humanity to give us a little bit of hope, but I think we are not getting a lot of spells to cover for the attacks that he's been doing. He's gonna mill us out with a Thought Scour so that he can draw. Okay, so just place the Boarding Party and Slime Against Humanity to the graveyard. He's gonna return another Tolarian Terror to the battlefield, and he is bombarding us with huge serpents. And it's relentless. And we had an OOZE Mine. So I think this is a done for game right here. So let's do sideboarding. I know what to sideboard. We'll put the Relic of Progenitus here. We'll take out the crop rotations. And also some Slime Against Humanity. So we have only 10 slimes right there. Actually, with this deck, you probably noticed that the deck can flow even without Slime Against Humanity. But again, this is a brew deck. So whatever it is that we think is viable for playing Slime Against Humanity, we do it. So I think I'm gonna mull, so that we'll get closer to having okay, so we have an OOZE Tower right there. So we're gonna keep this. Let's throw the Annoyed Allosaur back to the library. An OOZE Tower will play the Candy Trail. Okay, so that's very valuable for me because I get to filter the library. Right there. Okay. So we're gonna play another OOZE land. On his end turn, we're gonna crack the candy trail so that we'll draw something out. And I hope it is an OOZE's mine. Let's pray hard for it. Okay, thank you again, Sir Vuyam, for playing with us in this playtest. It has been very challenging. I had a very good hand, but eventually you had a better hand than me. So it's the end turn. He did a brainstorm. We're gonna crack the candy trail before he does anything else. And that's an expedition map. It's okay. Fairly quite fine instead of a mine, because it can fetch a mine, of course. Is he gonna end the turn, or is he gonna thought scour again to fill his graveyard with more spells to cast the huge serpents once again? Yeah, laugh hilariously. But this is a brew deck, so everything is forgiven. Okay. So we have an expedition map here. And we're gonna play that. And we didn't have a land this turn, so we cannot crack it yet. And it is a very slow hand. And he is filling his graveyard with lots of spells already, and I guess we're on the lower end of the competition right now. And thus the Murmuring Mystic comes out. We don't have any removal aside from... Okay, we're just gonna crack this. Look for the mine and play it. So he has a Murmuring Mystic already. Every time he plays a sorcery or instant spell, he gets a bird. A blue elemental bird. Another Tolarian Terror, so the monsters are coming out. Let the snakes out. That's not fun yet. But it's okay. The Murmuring Mystic is attacking. Very good. It is a brave Murmuring Mystic right there. Another OOZE's Tower. I think we're gonna go with Maelstrom Colossus first. We don't have any color yet. And a Boulder Branch Golem comes out of it. Yeah, so we are still in the game. And the Murmuring Mystic will annul one of the spells. Of course, the Murmuring Mystic will bring out an illusion token. He didn't let the gain life resolve, because of course it has gain life. So he haven't got any color yet, and he has removals. So that's the problem with the deck, I guess. If we are under bombardment with heavy creatures like this, and we don't have removal at all, even though we can cast large creatures, we'll just keep on removing it every time he can, and he will, like this, relentlessly attack with all his might, because we don't have any creatures in the battlefield and we don't have any removals, and he knows it very well. Yeah. So
thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you very much to you, Mr. Vuyam, still, for playing with us. At least we get to see what is to be upgraded and what is to be fixed with the brew that we have right here. It is very, very helpful that we get to, you know, play head to head with decks like this, because these are the decks to, you know, to beat. Oh no! Oh no! I am down to 8. Down to 8 for me, and I don't have a color. I can cast a boulder branch, and he can annul it again. If he does, then I am done for. But I am still alive because I am up to 14 lives. I can block one of the creatures that he has. But still, I do not have any color in my lands. So I brought out the rotation. I am probably gonna block the Tolarian Terror. No, I think I'm gonna block the 6/5 creature. Okay. So I'll take 8 from that. I'll be down to 6. Oh no! Oh no, yes, oh no! And the crawl from the cellar comes up again. It is very, very good against the matchup because you can just let the opponent kill the creature that he has. I don't have any color, so I cannot cast anything. Yeah. Yes, it's GG. Thanks for playing. See you around at the channel. Yes, you did very well. Thank you. Alright, so I am gonna concede this game. Concede the game. Go back to the play lobby and let's, you know, contemplate with the deck that we have right here. Okay, so as you can see, we have a lot. We have the usual, you know, big Tron build around the Slime Against Humanity card, but eventually we lack removal spells, which are all in the sideboard. But I think this deck can go very well against the faster decks like the red decks, the Rakdos decks, and the Blackburns. But with the removal decks like the Black Gardens and the blue Dimir control decks, there's a little bit of a choke for the deck. So we're gonna tweak it a little bit more. We're gonna try some other workaround so that we can be more competitive against the heavy removal decks of the meta. Okay, again, thank you very, very much for watching tonight at this episode of Nonstopnoobph MTG online playtest. So I hope to see you again soon in some other playtest that we will do in the future. Thank you. This is your host Asar Official, and see you again soon for some more grinding.